hit the play button.
Great. All right. Your speed.
Camera speeds. Do you want to go ahead and clap for me?
Oh.
Cool. All right. So Miles, tell me about yourself and your place in the apartment.
Okay. I'm Miles. I moved into the apartment February, because I remember it being right after Valentine's Day. My stupid bitch of an ex just dumped me, and I had to find a place, and it was this place. So yeah, I've been here since February, and I didn't know this place was gonna come with the roommates.
Well, hello, my name is Tony. I am indeed a ghost. I've been living in this apartment, or I guess unliving, for a couple years now. I kind of bit the dust in '89, and up until recently it was just me and another ghost, Gary, until we got a roommate, a human roommate.
My name's Gary. I'm the eldest. I was here when Tony was living here. I've always done my thing, lived my life.
Yeah. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
No.
I like to work out. I'm a huge fan of 80s movies. I mean, I died in the 80s, and I basically grew up in the 80s, so it was the slashers, it was the coming of age, breakfast clubs, it was kind of whatever came out that weekend. I was there.
I go online a bit. I game. I play solitaire. Part of a poker community, like an online blackjack community. It gets really engaging.
And again, working out. That's a big part of my life. I'd consider it part of my lifestyle, or my unlifestyle.
How do you feel about people maybe saying that there's not really a point to you working out because you're a ghost and ghosts don't really have muscles? What do you say to something like that?
I would say that you don't really understand why a ghost would work out until you are a ghost. And to all those ghosts out there who haven't tried it, do it. It's a reminder of a time when you were alive. It's a reminder of the passions that you had when you were alive. It's a reminder of that work ethic that I think should absolutely carry over into the afterlife.
Have there been any weird quirks or things you've had to change about how you live to accommodate living with ghosts?
Oh yeah. Shit, where do I start?
Well, other than the COVID stuff, the having to indulge in the mask wearing, the hand washing, we've also kind of had to mind our surroundings and sort of mind our roommates' privacy.
I'm usually a very private guy, especially in writing and bathing and whatnot. But they don't use doors, so it's hard. They don't knock, so sometimes it makes cleansing time just a bit awkward. What else?
When I'm doing my nightly routine of just kind of ambiguously watching him, he does notice out of the corner of his eye, and it's a little irritating because I can't really do that anymore.
Right, makes sense.
Also, I can't howl.
Gary did this night howling thing. I'm not entirely sure what it was. When I asked about it, he just stared at me, and I felt all the happiness leave my body.
And that really does suck because, in the eldest of the house, I really need to vent a lot of my frustrations. So, I'm at night, I'm going around, and sometimes I need to vent. So, I go around, you just, and then, that starts to freak him out.
Gary, shut the fuck up! It's 3 a.m.
Can you tell us a little bit about what happened when you were moving in?
It was we weren't exactly happy that Miles just kind of barged in and decided to take up residence in a house that had been ours for too long now. And so, yeah, we might have gotten off on the wrong foot. Me and Gary weren't exactly friendly with good old Miles.
I feel like they were very aggressive towards me. Not in like the, oh, we're friends, I'm gonna mess with you kind of way, but like in a very, you know, get the fuck out of our house kind of way.
We definitely harassed him and haunted him and basically scared the shit out of him.
I was pretty indifferent at first. I'm not gonna lie, having a human in the house. I've already stated how I feel about that. It's not the best scenario, but you know, sometimes you got to deal with it.
But I lost my job because of the pandemic, and that just took a toll, you know? First I lost my girlfriend, and then my job, and I think Tony and Gary kind of recognized that a little bit, and because I had to stay home, you know, for quarantine and whatnot, we got to bond. Like, genuinely bond as, like, friends, roommates, compadres.
Recently, though, you know, he's been doing a good turn to me. I've been reconnecting with my roots more, you know, different details that I thought that I forgot. I worked with these guys, it was fucking John, I want to say Paul. They had some band that I helped drum for them, actually, before some guy named Dingo came along. A band called like the Jitterbugs or some shit, I can't remember, but it was like he's really been actually helping me soul search just like a little bit.
Miles kind of reached out to us basically, and he I don't know, we connected, and so now we've reached an understanding, and he's introduced me to like so many movies, like so many new movies that I had no idea even existed after the 80s. I mean, some of my newest favorite films have been films that Miles has been gracious enough to show me. This is so realistic.
Miles, I understand that you've been having some financial troubles.
Yeah, it's been tough. You know, the pandemic going on, lost my job, and it's hard to pay the bills.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do about that. Miles is still struggling to find a job, and well, for obvious reasons, I'm not gonna be able to secure one myself. So, you know, we'll play that by ear.
I just want to make a good life here for me, for Tony, and for Gary. I want us to be safe and happy, and I want to be there for them the way that they were there for me.
Yeah, finances these days, nothing like how it was back when I was young. You know, finding rent, have to fucking do wax for the mob, or, you know, just do some crazy shit to get like actual money coming in the house. All the money I got sitting in a bank, just wasting away, all thousands to millions of it.
Well, why don't you use that money to help Miles pay for the apartment?
That's not a bad idea, actually.
You just have all this money that's been sitting there?
Yeah, well, I mean, let's just say, you know, you start ripping off mob dealers, and you know, next thing you know, you walk onto a plane, and then you jump out with a lot of money.
Wait, were you D.B. Cooper?
I don't have to answer that.
You know, there's kind of this stigma around ghosts and, you know, the supernatural. I think people don't give them as much credit as they deserve. They just want to vibe. They just want to have fun. It's great. They're a lot more playful than people depict them in media. I'd say, there's more depth to them. There's more. They're not just Harry Potter the book. They're Harry Potter the series. They're just deeply rooted in emotion, because you have to remember, at one point, regardless of anything, they were humans. And now they're my friends.